Welcome back to Burke's In House, everybody. I'm Troy Burke, I'm your host, and happy 4th of July. Now, in this day and age, we, the creators, artists, vloggers, songwriters, are pretty much told to rush our work out, so our following doesn't forget us within the next 24 hours. Which is fine if you have a game plan, a phone, or a vault full of material, marketing, or marketing money. Maybe you're just so resourceful that you spend every hour of every day on social media. I'm not, and I'm on here quite a bit. Though I highly agree with sharing content once a week or even once a day, but quality control needs to fit into the equation somewhere. Maybe if you're sharing demos or songs or behind the scenes to test out what works and what doesn't, that's fine. I do that myself. I like to include, and that's one of the ways I engage with my following. The problem that I'm finding with a lot of video creators and songwriters, new age rappers, not enough you know how to protect or even monetize your work, your demos, your songs, your videos, your pictures. There's money and lack of understanding being left on the table. Now I want to stop right there and let you know the sunglasses, I'm not trying to be cool or trying to be a part of any brotherhoods or anything like that. Just got out of the doctor and I got an eye that looks pretty gnarly right now. Didn't want to show that on film, so I'm trying to be a little bit professional. Now let's get back to it. There's money and lack of understanding being left on the table. And you don't have all your bidding chips in order. Some of you creators are even getting mad at other creators on YouTube because these other creators have their copyrights to their work and you want to use their work to put it in your work, and they're not letting you do that because it's infringing upon their copyright. Now, if you pay the royalty fee or get the permission to use that license, then you can do that. So quit getting mad at those people. They've just took the time to learn, study, and protect themselves, okay? This is where I say slow down just a little bit instead of trying to rush everything out and research. Copyrights, publishing, metadata, monetization, and licensing. Find out how all this works and mainly works to your advantage. Next, protect your work. Last, start collecting your royalties, which is your money, from your work. It only takes one song or piece of content to catch on with the rest of the world, and you can be paid for the rest of your life. Now write this down. Here's your first jewel. For all you new songwriters, Google either BMI or ASCAP and set up an account with BMI or ASCAP. BMI is free. Register your songs. This is called a works catalog. These are the companies that pay you your royalties direct deposit into your bank account 4 to 8 times a year. That is the publishing territories. Now there's many different ways to go about publishing, but what you want to do first, and this is also a form of protecting your work, once it's registered, you even collect a tax check off of it at the end of the year. I helped pay my back child support this year with my songwriting royalties. No kidding. So I do make a little bit of money just writing songs. And some of you may notice I don't have a really big following on any of my platforms. But number one, which is a little off the subject, I don't use bots. That is me engaging. And number two, I figured out how to monetize, and a lot of that has to do with my publishing. I get paid for my content. It's not a lot of money, but it does add up, okay? And it can be a lot of money. That's the cool thing. So study publishing. Many different ways, like I said. In fact, when you think of the words publishing or royalties from now on, just think money, because they basically all mean the same thing. Next, before you stream your song, make sure the title of each song, the year it was produced, who wrote it, and who performed on it is digitally attached to the song. So when your song streams, this readable data pops up. This is called your thumbprint or your metadata. You want to make sure your metadata is in line. That is how your song is tracked back to your publishing company, so you can get paid what's owed to you from Spotify, Amazon, iTunes. There's a lot of distribution companies you can use as well that will do the thumbprinting for you, like TuneCore. For an extra $10, you can thumbprint and metadata all your songs so you can collect all royalties due to you. Metadata is what is used to track these songs. So back to your publishing, and then you get paid what you're due. Okay? Last but should be first, protect your work with copyrights. Log on to the Library of Congress. There are many ways to protect your work. There's what you call a poor man's copyright, and there is the old school legitimate, cost about $35 way to copyright with Washington, D.C. Keep a fully recorded copy of your songs, words, music, who the songs are written by on a CD. Yes, that's right. Go back to the dinosaur. A lot of you might have seen what happened to Universal, where they lost all the masters in a fire, okay, in 2008, and they just released the information last week. So keep all your songs backed up, words and music, for your own records. So if you have to go to court over a copyright infringement, you can prove. That is another proof that that is your work. CD, DVD, external hard drive, thumb drive, or even a cassette tape. Make sure you do your research, people. And another thing I'm seeing a lot of, all these new age record companies see you coming a mile away, and here you're just rushing out your content and you're building up your following, but you don't have anything protected, and then you sign all your rights off right away. And then a year later, you have a hit song and wonder why you're bankrupt and broke. Well, you didn't protect yourself, you didn't protect your publishing, any of that. You signed it all away to these new age record companies. That not all of them, there's some good ones, so I'm not knocking bad record companies, or new age record companies, but there are ones that will throw you away after one song, because at the end of the day, they're thinking digits, they're thinking money, and the more money they can make off you, the better. So protect yourself. I love you guys. Happy 4th. This is going to be a short one. I'm Troy Burke. Till we meet again, here to tell you how it is. Love you. Peace, love, rock and roll.
Loved you good that once, it's hard to love again. You put me to the test, I live with lies and sin. For granted, let me hang it, I just can't forget. Life keeps rolling.